Thanks for arriving at my website, lunkerlure.com. I wanted to show you guys a demonstration of the lure in action, and I'll display it here in the tank in a second. And you'll notice over here too, I also have a TV. And the TV is going to give you underwater video footage of it in action out in the field. And I just want to give you a little heads up of a little bit about me. Again, my name is Michael Crowfoot. I'm a United States licensed Coast Guard captain. Worked really hard on these credentials, that's why I like to show them off. You'll see my Merchant Mariner credential, and that's me. Then I'm also a guidesman up here in the Superior National Forest. You'll see right there, that says Kawishwe Ranger Station, my outfitter and guide identification card. I just pretty much throw all this out there to give you an idea that I do have the experience and the knowledge, and this is something I'm really passionate about and I love a lot. And I'm really happy to be showing you one of our handmade lures called the Lunker Lure. And I also have, I'm an author of a book. Like I said, I'm just really passionate about this stuff. I love it. It's called Ultimate Fishing Skills. Handbook and guide on how to catch lunker fish with little known secrets revealed. And one of my little known secrets is this guy right here. So without further ado, we'll go ahead and just highlight the features and benefits of this guy and what it could do to help you out to land more trophy fish. Well, first off, it's a 3D scan of an actual northern pike. And you'll notice that it has 9 different segments, and that's the secret in its swim action. It's held together with a Kevlar band. It's a polycarbonate plastic, so it's extremely durable. A lot of guys ask me, is it gonna rip up on me? No, man, it's Kevlar. I mean, if it's strong enough to stop a bullet, it's strong enough to stop a big game fish. And unlike a rubber worm that's gonna tear up on you after, a few strikes, this is a hard polycarbonate plastic. It's also a real photograph of a northern pike that's sublaminated into the surface of that polycarbonate. So unlike other artificial swim baits out there that are painted on with like a clear protective coating, after a while when it slams up against a rock when you're casting it or you're trolling it and it hits up against these different rock pilings, it's gonna start to pull off that protective layer, and then you're gonna have water saturation and it'll start to rot the wood. It's not going to happen with this. It is not going to tear up. It's very strong, very durable, and everything about this is essentially designed to promote the predatory instinct. When I say they, the fish that you're going to be targeting. So, for example, I've got, you can hear the rattles in there, the vibration. That's going to send out a vibration in the water column. Oh yeah, let me go ahead and press play on the video too so you can watch this as I'm telling you a little bit more about this lure. Alright, so yep, that's the camera that just got hit. What I have is a camera that's held on to the fishing line and it's aimed right at the lure as it's swimming behind. And you're gonna see all kinds of really awesome video footage of this thing getting hit. Anyways, it's also got a holographic eye that's going to shine under the water column, so if there's low light visibility, they'll be able to see that. It's just another attractive quality of the lure itself. And when you get it in your hands and you actually feel it, the detail is super ultra realistic, down to the scales. You can even feel the gill plate on this guy. And well, yeah, it's super saturated with the formula of different fish pheromones. What kind of fish pheromones? Well, I've got feeding pheromones, fear pheromones, sex pheromones, and also a blend of amino acids so that it is going to be tipped and spiked and impregnated with that fish attractant and give it that added extra realistic feel to it. And one of these videos was really neat. I want to show you, like, because of the rattles, that vibration that goes out into the water column, they're going to feel that along their lateral line. It's one of their stronger senses outside of their vision. Their strongest being their smell. It's 1,000 times stronger than that of a bloodhound. And right up here, you'll see where one of the northern pikes, it gets up to the camera and it's swelling its gills, and you can see that it's trying to intimidate the prey, see what it's gonna do before it goes in for the attack. Because a lot of these, the bigger ones especially, they may have been caught before and they're not stupid. They've learned to test and what's real, what's not real, especially, there he is. All right, so if you look at him right now, see he's swelling his gills and he's smelling that lure and he recognizes it's not real, it's that camera. So he's gonna swim back around again, and he's gonna come up, and then again he's gonna try to like scare the camera, realizing it's not a source of food. But then he's gonna get behind the lure, he's gonna smell it, and then boom, it just triggered that predatory instinct, and Mother Nature takes over and their genetic response, and they gotta have it. So let me go ahead and give you a really quick demonstration how it works in the water, guys. You'll see how it's not only is it beautiful, but it really works, as you can see. But you don't have to do anything special. You can pull it straight, just like you're trolling it or casting it, and it's going to give it that swim action. Now, if what you want to do sometimes, if it's a slow moderate sink, a lot of guys ask me, does it float? How far does it go down? Ideally, you want to troll it at 1.8 to 2 miles an hour. That's going to give it the best action. That's what I find triggers most bites. But it's also a slow moderate sink. And this way you can get it all the way down to the bottom, and you can give it a quick pop and jerk, and that's going to imitate an injured bait fish. And then that rattle will snap, and they'll feel that vibration. They'll come into the feeding zone, and they'll smell it, and they'll see that realistic swim action, and then they're going to want to eat it. And they obviously have hooks that are attached to it. You can see right here. I just take them off when I do the demonstration purposes, because a lot of times, like when I'm doing this at festivals or fairs, a lot of these kids want to touch them, and I don't want them to get hooked. Only thing I want to hook is a fish in their mouth. And anyhow, another way you can fish it is in the middle of the water column. If they're suspended, you just reel in a little bit quicker on the retrieve. My personal favorite is topwater fishing. I love topwater fishing because I get to see them explode out of the surface with it and shake their head back and forth trying to spit the hook. So make sure you hold on to your rod and reel and set that drag right, and have some fun. But that's how I do it, is I just hold up the rod tip and I reel in a little bit quicker on the retrieve. But the best thing about all of this is that you can get wherever the fish are. You can establish a pattern. You can either go down to the bottom, you can get in the middle, you can get up top, and that's it, guys. That's the Lunker Lure right there. And I do have them on special. Typically these guys are going to be $37. They're all handmade. We have a limited supplies each year that we make, and they always sell out. But I'm going to also include a special where when you see on the order link below, after you submit your information and get one, I'm going to make you a one-time order offer, a special of our bonus lure, which is the 8-inch version. And this is going to catch you the big guys. Let me give a real quick demonstration of that real quick, and you'll see what this guy looks like. As you can see, it's just absolutely gorgeous. And again, it's got the rattles in there, and it's got the feeding pheromones that each one comes preloaded and striped with the fish pheromones and the attractant. And I'm also going to include a bonus PDF downloadable format of my book, Ultimate Fishing Skills. And it's going to teach you all kinds of tips and tricks on how to catch these fish. And you can see me, there's the lure actually hanging out of that big smallmouth bass mouth. Guys, you definitely want to get up your pick up your lure today. If you have any questions, you can email me at michael.crowfoot@gmail.com, or you can give me a personal phone call, 954-773-4182. Happy fishing and catch that lunker.